A good documentary maker's got to be good at telling stories, got to be curious about the world, and got to be interesting in using the form of the documentary in as creative a way as possible. A good documentary for Channel 4 is about capturing something about what's going on in the world today. It feels like it's of the moment, it's contemporary, but at the same time, it's nearly always got something that's a bit raw, that's a bit immediate, that's got dramatic scenes, that's got an energy that you probably wouldn't always find on BBC. It depends who they are, but if somebody's quite junior in the industry, it probably does make sense for them to line up with an independent television company and work through their ideas with either the development team or the executive producer at the independent company. We do see individual directors, but we can't see every single individual director. Whatever documentary you're making, there should be a fair amount of thinking about what form is right for that documentary. How are you going to make that documentary? What is the style of that documentary? Even if the fact that it's an observational film doesn't mean it doesn't have a style. It just means you have to think about what the key questions about what that style are. There is a grammar to how you make a Louis Theroux documentary. You don't just go out with Louis and shoot. There are certain rules in a Louis film. Louis never does a piece to camera. Louis always articulates the thoughts he has about a situation in front of the contributors that he is thinking about, so that all his ideas emerge into actuality, into scenes that are playing out with the contributors. Louis, for instance, Louis will never sit down to do an interview. He'll always do his interviews standing up and often walking about. But that's just one example. Whatever the film or the documentary you're making, it'll have a style, it'll have a grammar, and it's your job as series producer or as director to make sure you know what that is and that it fits what you're trying to do in the film.